Hi everyone, so the new patch is out, the follower update is live. I've already made my full gearing guide for all endgame activities. If you want to check that out, it will tell you what you should go for, which items, what stats, which skills, etc. But there's also one other, maybe a bit overlooked change that has crept into the game with this update, and that is that you can get a cheat death ability very early on for all classes. This is especially useful if you're solo leveling, because typically you are quite weak in toughness and recovery. You might even have a class that doesn't have any great defensive mechanics, and just in general it's going to help you out a lot because you don't risk losing your massacre bonuses, and you can go on a higher difficulty when you have a big damage multiplier and don't really run into danger of dying and losing a lot of XP all the time. So if we look at the Templar, for example, you unlock your skills at the breakpoints of level 5, 10, 15 and 20. The same for the Scoundrel, and the Enchantress is a little bit higher, so she starts at 15 and then goes to 30. And well, now every single follower has a cheat death ability, which for example for the Templar would be the Guardian, that gives you a 5-second invulnerability effect, and you can do this once every 2 minutes. And the good part here is that most of the time you just make a new game anyway after a few minutes. So even if you practice once or twice in a run, you might just reset it by going to the new game and you can proc again immediately. Especially the Templar seems to be like the follower of choice for leveling, because you usually lack recovery and healing or slows, and the Templar actually provides all that. So you have the life regen, you have the slow when something hits you, you have the heals. So there's definitely a bunch of really useful abilities that don't really shine so much in the end game, but definitely in the more slow-paced leveling experience. Especially for hardcore leveling, this will be a great bonus to have the cheat death ability. But there's one thing to consider, and that is that the Templar can die, and when he's dead, you're not gonna get your cheat death. So while leveling, you still want to throw a little bit of gear onto your follower, just so that he gets a bit of recovery, a bit of toughness. Don't really care too much about the main stats, I would say. Just make sure that he survives, so you actually get the bonuses all the time. So if you consider yourself going to like Torment 2, Torment 4, Torment 5, he might be struggling a little bit. So you gotta be aware of that, especially on hardcore. Other than that, you shouldn't really worry too much about stacking the right main stat or something like this. You're not gonna go anywhere with those scaling mechanism that the new abilities have. You need to reach 25,000 main stat on your follower, and you can only really do this once you have level 70 gear, and before that you don't really make a dent. So in either case, while they're not really the best choice for high-end pushing, you definitely want to grab those cheat death abilities, so make sure you do that. I also want to quickly highlight our guide that we have on maxwell.gg. So if you want to learn more about the followers, go check out this post here, it's in the description, and also my own video that you can watch if you want to learn more about what to do with the followers once you reach level 70. So I hope you liked this video here, and see you guys next time.